What's up, guys? Nick here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Now, I've been wanting to Let's Play this game for a while, but I never really figured out how to get the audio from the game. But I finally found out that I need component cables because my capture card is really weird. When you put in audio in, usually it cancels out the game audio, which is really weird, and I don't know why they do that. But yeah, so now I'm using component cables, and so it might look a little bit like worse graphic wise, but anyway, it's still very good. And yeah, I tried so many things without the component cables to try and get the volume from the game, and nothing really worked. So then I just got component cables and get audio from the red and yellow wires or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, this is an HD remake. I wanted to do the GameCube version if I couldn't figure out how to get audio from the game, but since I figured it out, I decided to do the Wii U version because it looks so much better. Like, it's very easy to tell the difference between this game and the GameCube game. It's like amazing how they made it look so good and so smooth, and everything just looks a lot better. And it's surprising because, like, remaking a GameCube game's pretty hard because it came out like what, 10 years ago, and they made it look like it's a brand new game basically. I mean, they did the same with Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, which came out actually yesterday, and they added a lot more detail in Twilight Princess HD, but the graphic style isn't really that big of a difference. They just added a lot more detail and it looks a little bit better, but this game looks a lot better from the GameCube version. And there are also some differences which I'll point out throughout the Let's Play. But anyway, this is actually one of the very few games where you actually play as Toon Link from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, or from the only other two games that he's really fun, or actually three games if you count Triforce Heroes, which is Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, and what's the other one? And of course Triforce Heroes if you count that. But other than that, this is like the only game that you can play as Toon Link on a console. But yeah, I mean, he has like a lot of funny facial expressions, and you'll see that throughout the gameplay. And when I get the Picto box, I can actually take selfies, which is one of the differences between this game and the GameCube version, is that you can take selfies. Anyway, so after all that, basically the story right now is it's Link's birthday, and he got hero clothes from his grandma, and his little sister also said happy birthday, but we'll actually get her present later. Alright, I can see that the text looks a bit weird. Like, it looks like it's like has a shadow to it, especially when the text turns red. I don't know if it's just me. Like that red text, it just looks weird with the component cables that I'm using. Anyway, a good way to get rubies right off the bat is my grandma right here has a little secret, I guess, treasure. And I'm pretty sure it's 100 rubies, or it could be 50. I forget how much Alright, let's see. Okay, it is 100 rubies. I'm pretty sure in the beginning of the game, I think it's, you can hold up to, alright, why can't I go through here? There we go. Alright. I think you can hold up to either 200 or 250 rubies in the beginning of the game, or it could be 500. And then at the end of the game, I think you can hold up to 5,000, which is a lot. I know in they added in Twilight Princess HD that you can hold, I think it's 9,000 or 99,999. Alright, so now that we have our hero's clothes, let's go back to our little sister. But yeah, I just love like Wind Waker HD's like atmosphere of the ocean and sailing out, you'll see later. Just really cool. I mean, sailing out can be a bit boring, but another difference between this game and the GameCube version is that there's a fast sail that you can get off auction, and you can go like 3 times as fast, which makes traveling a lot faster. Anyway, ahoy, big brother. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? But wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat though. So anyway, Nick, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand just for a second? I'm gonna give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! And we got the telescope. So yeah, probably one of the worst items in the game, to be honest. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Ooh, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over at our house from here. Alright, so the cool thing about the HD version is that on the bottom screen right here on my gamepad, I can actually move over the items to what button I want them to be. Alright, so we see the postman right there. And so those are basically the Zoras of the of this game. I don't know why. Like, the Zoras like can swim through water, but then they adapt to this bird-like thing. I don't think, yeah, there's no Gorons in this game. Like, it's actually very different from most Legend of Zelda games, but it's very good. Like I said, it's probably one of my second or third favorite Zelda game. I like Link Between Worlds a lot. And I wanted to play Majora's Mask, which is my favorite Legend of Zelda game, but it would be the N64 version because I don't have a 3DS capture card. Alright, so that girl just went into the woods. Nick, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. Alright, so now we need something to defend ourselves. So let's go get our sword. Because the way to actually go up there to the forest is blocked by little trees that we have to cut down with our sword. So there's actually a training dojo right here. And I don't know who this person is. I think it might be our grandpa or just some random guy. Alright. Oh, what is the matter, Nick? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Nick? have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? What if I say no? I actually need the sword. A sword can do good or evil, or reflects the heart of one who uses it, but you cannot have one until you learn the basics, I'm afraid. Okay, so we need actually to learn the basics in order to get our sword. So, I mean, I love how this game, like, actually introduce you to all the sword attacks in the beginning of the game before you actually get to have your sword. Okay, so horizontal strike is just B. Okay, vertical strike is targeting with ZL and then B. That's probably one of them. Actually, no, I use thrust a lot. I was gonna say I use vertical strike a lot, but I use thrust a lot. Because I feel like it has the longest range and also most damage. But the most damage is actually the jump attack. Anyway, so let's do the spin attack here. Alright, so here's something new for the Wind Waker, where when a character or enemy is about to attack, you can use this special attack and sneak up behind them and attack. It's especially good for wait, I forget what he said. Okay, jump attack. Anyway, it's especially good for I think it's called Black Mages, or no, Black Knights, I think they're called. Because with the Black Knights, they actually have armor, and the only way to take it off is by hitting them in the back. Alright. And yet, I sense a certain anxiety in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow, I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Nick. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. Alright, and there we got our hero sword. But yeah, like I said, I love how they have you, like, all the basics of the sword before you can actually get it. Alright, since the olden days, this sword has been used to fend off evil. Its blade is infused with the desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Nick. Yeah, but like, I mean, Ocarina of Time didn't really do that. You just got your sword, and they really didn't tell you how to use it. I mean, like, NPCs, like, characters will tell you, but you would have to talk to them. Alright, let me go get that blue ruby right there. That kid's probably like, I wanted that ruby. Yeah. This kid's really weird. Look at him. He's just got a booger hanging from his nose. And then he actually, like, follows you. Wants to spread his boogers to you. It's like a really weird character, actually. I mean, I get it, because, like, he's, like, just a snotty kid, but it's weird how he wants to, like, go up to you and just, like, he's probably, like, wipe my nose or something. Alright, anyway, so now we can go through here, because we cut those small trees, and we'll be getting our shield soon, but before that, we're gonna go save that girl that we saw that fell down from the bird. Alright, we got more small trees. Okay. And we'll be meeting our first enemies here too. And there she is. Okay. So, got a bunch of grass here, but most of it doesn't really give you anything. actually in hero mode, you don't get hearts. Anyway, so that's our first enemy right there. Pretty easy, but yeah, like I said, in hero mode, grass or enemies don't drop hearts, which is kind of hard. I mean, this game really isn't that hard, but it can be hard at some points. You'd have to like stock up on fairies most of the time. Alright, so now we fight two of the same enemies. And I like how they, like, in this game, they start you off with easy enemies, but then you'll see later on that you actually do fight the same enemies, but they'll have shields or they'll have a different weapon. And you'll see later in the Forsaken Fortress. Okay. So now, she fell down. Wow, what's with that getup? Well, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right. That giant bird came and... Miss Tetra! Right, I think that guy's name is Alfonso. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on this summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on top of a mountain. Well, wasn't that nice of it? Well, don't just stand there, let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him, come on. Yeah, so that's Alfonso and Miss Tetra. We'll see them a few times through our journey. Alright, so there's our little sister right there, making sure we're okay. And the bird comes back and takes our sister. And that's where the story begins, basically. And then Link's so stupid, he's like, I'm gonna go save you. I can fly. Like you. No, you can't. Ah, stupid kid. Get a hold of yourself. She's gone. There's nothing you can do. And so that's our first, I guess, mission. To get our sister back. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates. You know pirates? The terror of the seas? What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what, we get a headache. I know how you must feel, with your sister having been kidnapped and all, but that doesn't really have anything to do with us, now does it? And how do you figure that? Whoa there, just who are you? Where do you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. And just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment, I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. And unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears. Does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook the poor little girl for you, and that's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Nick here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is this true? Oh, and while I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Nick's sister has made it its foul nest to the north of the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where... So what are you gonna do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonably for you to give Nick a little help now, would it? I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I have heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid. I mean, come on, even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with, anything. Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll set you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing. Once we leave, you won't be coming back for a while. So you better say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. Okay, so basically the shield looking thing that we saw at our grandma's house, that's what we're going to be taking as our shield. Now, to be honest, I barely use my shield. Maybe like once or twice throughout the whole game. I mean, I used the mirror shield a bunch of times, but the real shield I like never used. It's like one of the worst worthless items. I never use a shield. Alright, Nick. So grandma has a shield. Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. Alright, so with that, we got the hero shield. I think we can only use it while targeting, as it said right there. I guess it is true. Ariel really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? Alright, so now let's go back and talk to the pirates. Yeah, but that Alfonso guy, like, he was also in Spirit Tracks, and there's like a bunch of memes of him because like Sakurai said like when Toon Link's in the Spirit Tracks stage, Alfonso takes over for him, and then a bunch of memes were like putting up like when like Reggie's not doing Nintendo Directs, Alfonso takes in. Or when Obama's not for president, Alfonso takes in. Like, bunch of memes of that. Just Alfonso taking over everyone's job. I don't know why, but I guess everyone just thought it was funny and just made a bunch of memes of it. Alright, anyway, saying goodbye to our, I guess, island or town, whatever you want to call it. How much longer is this going to go on, do you think? Do you have an estimate? Are you sure you shouldn't just quit right now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just gonna get more sentimental from here on out. There's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to our island? To your island? Just thinking about it. Alright, I think this is a good time to kind of stop recording now. So yeah, I mean, we're on Miss Tetra's ship, and we're gonna be going through that door, I think, and they'll basically be teaching us how to jump and from platform to platform. I think also rope swinging, but I might be wrong. And then I think they give you bombs, I'm pretty sure. Either that or something else. Anyway, so like I said, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you guys see a difference between the component cables and my other videos. Like, does it look better? Does it look worse? But yeah, let me know. And until then, make sure to stay tuned for more Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD right here on Until Next. Bye.